Hey guys, and welcome to your mid-month reading. I hope you enjoyed the beginning part of your month. Now let's go ahead and dive deep into the mid-month reading for March of 2018. Hello Gemini, and welcome to your mid-month reading for March of 2018. So I want to go ahead and get started and look at your headspace. Let's see where you are mentally. Nine of Earth, community. So I feel like for some of you, you're focusing right now on healing, and there's some sort of completion. So you've ended some sort of cycle, especially with this completion here in your heart space. It's telling me that you've ended some sort of cycle. And so now you're like in a new phase of your life. You're in some new phase of your life, and it could be ending some cycle, like old habits. I do also see you embracing your individuality. There's a lot of self-acceptance here, and obviously being a part of a community. So, and having the fourth fire here, the completion in your heart space, I'm seeing that you've undergone some, like I said, some ending of something. There's just, it's a new phase for you. There's just some new phase here for you. And I feel like some of you are healing, but I feel like some of you have already like healed. You're healed now. Recent past. You've got the Six of Seas, pleasure. So I see that in your recent past, you opened up your heart, and that actually allowed you to feel more love around you, to feel the love that's already existing, but it allowed you to actually feel it. And I feel like you went from this confused place. You were confused in the past and in denial about how you were feeling. But you've faced that. By opening your heart, you face these things, and you are now wiser for it. You've become more enlightened, and you're focusing on your prosperity. You're focusing on either trying to get a job, trying to make more money. You're just, and being grateful for what you have already is what I see. Feeling blessed. Feeling blessed. Let's see, what's your future card here? The Six of Wind, intention. So in your future here, I see you being pure of thoughts. And I see that your crown chakra, third eye chakra, and throat chakra are all aligned and balanced and lit up. And I see you making some sort of decision, making some sort of and setting your intention. So I feel that you are going to be going within. You're going to be going within and setting the proper intention, because you're going to be honest with yourself. Now let me pull an advice card, and then I'm going to pull some clarifying cards. Your advice card, Isis, the High Priestess. So your advice here is to tap into your intuition. Whatever decision you're trying to make here in the future, in the near future, go off of your intuition here too. Use your intuition. There's some higher power at play here. Some higher power trying to aid you. All right, so let's clarify these cards. I want to clarify your headspace here. Oh my gosh, guys, you have the High Priestess again, Gemini. So in your headspace, you are going off of your intuition. You are tapping into your intuition. You're being guided right now by a higher power. There's some sort of mystery lingering around you though, or it's something maybe you can't wrap your mind around perhaps for some of you. But I feel you guys being intuitive. Let's look at your heart space here. Wow. The Emperor. So in your heart space, the Emperor represents solid foundation. Sometimes it can represent a father figure, but because it's in your heart space, I guess perhaps some of you can be thinking about a father figure. Some of you in your heart space are a father figure. But either way, having this in your heart space, you have like some sort of structure. You have structure in your heart space. So I feel that a lot of you guys like have gone through a healing process already, and your heart space, you feel grounded in your heart space. So you don't have any like emotional turmoil, I feel. I feel like you're really solid in your heart space. Maybe some of you guys can be authoritative too. Like you have a lot of authority. And your recent past, let's clarify that. Okay, so in your recent past, it's like you guys finally saw the light. You guys, it's almost like a rite of passage. And basically you left something behind. For some of you, I'm thinking you left behind old thought patterns, old ways of perceiving yourself and the world and people around you. For some of you, you actually could have left an actual individual. For some of you, you could have left something that wasn't working for you, like a job or the way of doing things. And you're going more, for some of you, I'm feeling that you're being, and this isn't usually what the cards always say, but for some of you, I'm picking up a message that you're leaving a place of being really selfish, or you're leaving a place of being really focused on just yourself and going to a place that's more about giving and receiving, about being more generous with yourself. You're being more generous with yourself. I do feel that in the past you guys were working really hard and still feeling like you were like in an apprenticeship perhaps for some of you, and you left that phase and now you're headed in the phase of prosperity, but being generous with that prosperity. And if it's not money, it's just, you know, giving and receiving with your emotions. To clarify this future card. Okay, so you've got the Four of Wands with the Six of Wind intention. So your intention here is going to be to get married for some of you. For some of you, because the Four of Wands represents marriage, stability, celebration, harmony, happy home. So for a lot of you, your intention is going to be to get married, to settle down, or to create a happy home, even if it's just for yourself. So you're setting an intention in regards to a happy home, in regards to having stability somehow. So it'll be a little bit different for each and every one of you, but there is a sense here that you're going to be setting your intention on having more stability. To clarify your advice card, the Son of Wands. So you guys need to, I see you charging through here passionately. You're charging in a direction passionately, and you have this adventurous energy about you. For others of you, I feel that it could have to do with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you would be turning to, and you would know based off your intuition which way to go. But I'm really feeling mainly that you need to take action, that this card is pointing that you need to use your intuition, and based off of that intuition, take the action needed. Don't just sit on your butt, or don't sit and contemplate this any longer. Tap into your intuition, set the intention, take action. So let me pull one last card here for your outcome. Your outcome is group identities. I'm really hearing marriage here for some of you. Group identity, some of you may turn to religion or spirituality further. Some of you may be finding a mentor or becoming a mentor. Let's pull some cards here. But yeah, the Hierophant represents becoming part of a group and someone who wants to learn more. But it can also represent, you know, marriage. So, and with the Four of Wands especially, I see marriage here. But if you're already married, then...
Please try again later.
But it could also represent you wanting more stability within your marriage if you're already married. Psychic protection. So some of you guys need to work on psychic protection, spiritual protection, just so that way you don't absorb any negative energies outside of you. It's not that anyone's trying to like psychically attack you on purpose perhaps, but it's more so just you're absorbing too much negative energy from people around you. You need to shield yourself from any negative energy. Within the next few months, I see a lot of you guys getting married or being proposed to anyways. But if not that, then within the next few months, there is going to be more stability here for you, and you're going to have some sort of clarity on which direction you want to take. Once you get that clarity though, you need to go ahead and take the proper action. Make sure you're tapped into your intuition along your path though, guys. Face your fears. When you do, you'll realize that they're not real, but only what you've created. So I feel like that's pretty spot on. That's pretty clear. You need to face your fears along your path here. And perhaps you have fears in regards to stability. Perhaps you have fears in regards to being psychically attacked, or fears against, you know, just any negative energy. Whatever the fear is, it'll be different for all of you. Just face these fears and you'll realize that, you know, they're not real. They can't really harm you unless you, you know, let it fester in your mind. That's the only way it'll harm you, but it's really you harming yourself. Nothing outside of you. Prosperity. Focus on the positive and more good will come. Give thanks for blessings and they will multiply. Prosperity begins in the mind. So I already see you guys shifting here to a more prosperous place of viewing things, to more gratitude with this card in particular. Because this card represents prosperity. And it also represents giving and receiving equally. So just keep in mind, I do see some prosperity coming for you guys, for some of you. But it has to start within your mind. You have to be more grateful. You need to focus on the positive things in your life first. Dragon Fae of Rebirth, whole again. I find you guys here in mid-March feeling whole. I do find you guys feeling whole here. I feel that you've recently obtained that. It's like something within your mind shifted and you now feel whole. Share your gifts. Oh my gosh. This is the same thing as this card here. So you need to be more giving. And if you already are, you also need to be receiving. Okay? So be equally giving and receiving, guys. Make sure you are giving, and not just in the form of money, but you know, in the form of time, in the form of love, in the form of energy. I think there's two here. Yep, two wanted to come out for you guys. The first one is embrace your emotions. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. So you guys need to embrace your emotions. And I feel like they're positive emotions. And for some reason, some of you are like, not wanting to embrace that. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. That's pretty straightforward. Let's pull one last card and we will wrap up your reading for mid-March. Night Angel. Night Angel. Observe the story between yourself and others. Alter the script and release the cords that bind. Take flight. If you have drawn this card, you're being called to transform and release the cords of any constrictive past relationships. Heal yourself and take flight. So I do feel that most of you guys have already been healed, but I feel that there are some of you guys here that are still in a healing process. And it's because there's some past relationship here that you're still not over, you know, and some past hurts you're still not over. Focus on healing yourself right now. You will find that completion. You will be reborn. You will find that wholeness again if you don't have it already, okay? This card wanted to come out. It was just laying here, so. The Fool is all about a leap of faith. So you guys need to take a leap of faith here this mid-March in the direction that your intuition is trying to take you. Your intuition is trying to guide you. Your higher power is trying to guide you. And you are tapped into that and you're aware of it. You're aware of which direction you're being pulled to, in other words. You need to take the action, okay? Set the proper intention. Make your little plan, but take your action. You need to jump on it, okay? That is your mid-month reading, guys. I hope that resonated, and if you guys would like a personal reading, there is a link for that down below in the description box. There's also a link to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook accounts. I do readings on there that I don't do on YouTube. So do follow me there for free readings, for more free readings. All right, you guys have a stellar day.